A continent which is already burdened by multiple crises. Clean water is one commodity that could help prevent Africa from becoming the next epicenter of the outbreak. But access to this vital resource is scarce in several countries of Africa, especially Zimbabwe. According to a survey by a Pan-African research institution, more than half of the continent's 1.3 billion people have to leave their homes to access water. In Zimbabwe, water is made available via trucks or wells. There are fears that the communal nature of water distribution could become deadly due to the lack of social distancing. In rural areas where the majority of people in sub-Saharan Africa live and where homesteads are sometimes spaced far apart, communal water centers become the risky convergence point. Despite the odds, NGOs and community leaders are still trying. In a suburb of Zimbabwe's capital, Harare, residents have been forced to take water from polluted wells and streams. Hand washing and social distancing are not a major concern here. But some aid organizations have resorted to innovative measures to encourage sanitizing by placing hand-washing stations. A recent study has claimed that more than 70% of people in Africa are highly concerned about the novel coronavirus. In more volatile parts of Africa, millions are pushed out of their homes into camps where social distancing and hand-washing are challenging due to overcrowding amidst limited water supplies. According to the International Organization for Migration, about 5 million migrants and internally displaced people in some of Africa's foremost conflict zones are at a heightened risk of COVID-19 due to overcrowding and lack of basic services. Brazil's confirmed COVID-19 cases has surpassed that of even Germany and France. In what is being called one of its worst days, the country reported 881 deaths in the last 24 hours. But President Jair Bolsonaro is fighting with state governors over his wish to reopen gyms, salons and beauty parlors. In Brazil's Sao Paulo city, the state is building thousands of vertical funeral plots, especially for COVID-19 victims. Local officials have confirmed that as of now, a total of 13,000 vertical plots will be built on 3 existing cemeteries to bear the overarching demand.
É cemitério que permite que os sepultamentos, principalmente das vítimas de Covid, sejam feitas com dignidade para as pessoas, para as famílias que acompanham.
The vertical cemeteries are being manufactured by a company called Evolution Tecnologia Funeraria. Reports suggest that the materials used in making these funeral plots were completely safe and sustainable.
Os locos são constituídos de fibra de vidro e uma resina especial composta em 35% de garrafa PET reciclada. Então, cada gaveta, cada uma das 1.064 gavetas que estão sendo implantadas no cemitério São Pedro e Vila Alpina, cada uma delas retira do lixo 167 garrafas PET. Então, é um cemitério que alia tecnologia, sustentabilidade e principalmente dignidade.
There are as many as 850,000 indigenous people in Brazil who live in remote Amazon villages. They are at high risk of getting infected from the lethal virus. In the region of Manaus, that has a population of 3,000 from 37 different ethnic tribal communities, many have succumbed to COVID-19. The indigenous tribes of Manaus also gathered together to pay their last respects to the tribal chief who lost his life due to the pandemic. Chief Messias Martins Kokama was a revered leader in the community and a well-known indigenous rights activist who helped set up the Parque das Tribos, one of the largest indigenous communities in Brazil. As of today, Brazil has confirmed over 200,000 COVID-19 cases and close to 14,000 deaths, while President Jair Bolsonaro is arguing that quarantine is costing Brazil's economy. State governors and medical experts have cautioned against the lifting of lockdown measures.